Froy, Whernside. Today I'm in the master bedroom and this window is super drafty. Let me show you what's going on. This is what a window should look like. You can see there the seal nice and tight up against the window. So if I open it, surprisingly it opens. If I close it, it closes, forms a nice seal. On this window, you see there, look, I can almost get my finger in that gap. It opens fine. But when you're closing it, that's it. Doesn't close properly. See, I've got a gap there. I can get my finger in. There you go. You can see that gap better there. Literally put my finger in there. Probably about a 7mm gap. The top is fine. The top still closes. Just this bottom hinge here. You can see it still just about seals okay on that front edge. So what I'm going to try and do to fix this is replace the bottom hinge, possibly the top one as well if they look like they're different mechanisms. So I'm going to take this window out, replace the hinge, put it back in and see how it works. Let me show you the hinge I bought. This is the hinge. Miele side hung friction hinge, 311mm by 13.5mm high. I have no idea if that height is correct, so we'll see when we get the window off. We've got a right and a left, and so we've got some spaces. I think these are to adjust the height if this isn't thick enough. And this was only like £7 from Screwfix, so if this works, it's certainly going to be a cheap repair. Let's see if I can get this window out without dropping it. Hinge, just measure the length of your existing hinge from the end of that black stop right to the end of here. Measure the length, and that's pretty much all you need to worry about. If you can get exactly the same length hinge, then great. If not, don't worry. Within like 10-20 mils, probably fine. And the thickness, the height of the hinge from underside to the top of this piece is important, but the hinges do come with spaces. Aftermarket hinges do come with spaces to make up any difference, so again you should be okay. So just to clarify, on the side hung hinges and top hung hinges, this is a side hung window. Yeah, looks like that. Opens off to the side. One hinge at the bottom, one hinge at the top. This is a bit of an extreme example because this window is quite big, but this is a top hung hinge. Okay, top hung window. So the hinges are on the sides. Hinge that side. Hinge that side. And it opens and closes from the bottom. So that is a top hung window. Okay. It's quite simple. So I've got one screw here and one screw here. That's all that's holding it in. Top and bottom, 4 screws. So let me try and get these out. was awkward. Yeah, un hole, un window. So it's the top, it's the bottom. Let's get that bottom hinge off. Hinge off. So this is the new hinge, this is the old hinge. And the issue with this old one was this little hook piece here was not locating into this plastic piece to pull the window tight to the window frame. So I think this window hinge is just worn out really. There you go. So you look, the end of this metal part of the hinge should locate into this corner, but it doesn't. It finishes with a gap like that. Whereas this new one, you see it pulls nicely into that plastic piece. So this is both hinges at full extension, and you can see they hinge in completely different places. So the old one, the window would open here, quite close to the window frame, at full extension. The new one in comparison opens up more in the middle of the hinge, off to the left a bit. So there's no way I can replace just one hinge. I have to replace both, otherwise the window will be completely twisted when you try and open it, if it'll even open at all. Yeah, completely different mechanism. You can see this piece here slides that way. If I try and close it on something, like so. The new one, this piece slides that way, so completely the opposite. So yeah, both hinges need to be replaced. This bottom piece will screw to the window frame, and this piece will screw to the window. So these hinges, the old and the new, are different heights. The old one's 18, the top one's 13.5. So I've had to put on these little plastic spacers that are supplied. These. Just to match up the thickness of the old, or the height of the old with the new. Let's see. Not sure how clearly you can see that, but it seems to measure up quite well. So I'm going to have to use these spacers on here, here, and here at each point where they screw into the window, just like that. Now to hang the window, I need the hinges on the window first, on the top and bottom. Then I can offer the window into the hole and fix it off. What I need to do, because these hinges are different, I need to make sure they are screwed in the right location on the window, so that it actually closes in the window frame properly. So you can see this first fixing hole almost lines up the same. It's off by probably 3 mil. This one's way off, and this one again is probably 4 mil off. So I'm going to fix this one off first. Just double check where the screw head was fixed on this side, and try and get it in a very similar location, just so this plastic will butt up against the window frame in exactly the same place, which should mean the window will seal perfectly. I've just been trying to line up this hinge, make sure it goes in the right location. This little channel here is where these plastic blocks sit in. I've just lined up the old hinge with the new hinge, and the first screw is going to have to go where that grey pencil mark is, just in front of the old hinge. So it's going to sit like that in that channel. You can see that it's proud because of those plastic blocks. There's the pencil mark. Look, I'll try and line that in the center and just see how that lines up to begin with. First hinge on, operating smoothly. What I tried to do to line up the holes is see where the old hinge was fixed and just try and get the end of this to line up with the old hinge. So the spacing seems to be the same from the end of this plastic piece that butts up against the frame to here. So my theory was, as long as I get this point and this end point in the same location as the old, then it should close nicely. So screwed off 3 places. That's one done. Both hinges on. Lovely. Now the real struggle begins. Trying to get it in the window frame. On this part of the hinge, this is the hole I'll be screwing into the window frame with. If I line up so the black plastic bits on the end are in line, you can see that hole, if I move it around a bit, that hole there lines up perfectly. So I should be able to use the existing hole on that end. The other end, creep along a bit. Oop. Just about catches the new hole. I'm not entirely sure where the screw was in this old hinge, so it might line up, might not. At least the important one will, the one that takes all the weight. So I should be able to get that one in fairly, I'm not going to say easily because I end up dropping it and I'm on the first floor. Rather that didn't happen. So let's let the struggle commence. That tested the old latch strength. So luckily the original screw holes lined up perfectly this end, and this end just about caught the original hole. So one screw there, one screw there. Same at the top. One screw there in the original hole, and one screw there. Let me just make sure this is screwed down properly. First things first, if you're going to do that, just ask someone for help. That was a struggle doing it on my own. There was no need to. Could have asked someone just to hold the window whilst I screwed it off, or vice versa. But no, I prefer the struggle method. Let's give it a whirl. Would you look at that? Perfect. Can no longer get my finger in there. It's nice and tight against the windowsill. All the way up. Yeah, the seal's nice and tight all the way around. Perfect. Yeah, so what's happened before is this piece here wasn't catching in this plastic piece to pull the window tight against the rubber seal. But now, pulls it in nice and tight. Job's a good one, I think. Job is a good one. The last thing to adjust on these hinges is this little brass screw here. What that does is adjust the friction of this slider on this part of the hinge. So as that slides, you can increase how much force is required to open and close the window. Just going to tighten that up a bit. And the reason you do that is you don't want the wind to catch it and slam your window. So you want it not overly tight, but enough so the wind's not going to rip your window off. So there we go, that's quite nice. Might give it a little bit more. Do the same on the top as well. Just tighten that up. Try that. Yeah, much better. So there we go, all done. For the sake of £7, what an easy fix. I definitely recommend you have two people, because it is a heavy window. The last thing you want to be doing is dropping this window down to the ground floor and you've got to buy a whole new window. So yeah, £7, absolute bargain. Probably saved about £100 calling out a window specialist to come and do it for me. When what it was 6 screws. 6 screws, and again, easy job. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done differently. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerios.